Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're going to talk about Ye's $15 million plan for his wife, Bianca Censori, West, to come back to him. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because I came across this report. You guys know that the media outlets, they report heavily on Bianca Censori and Kanye West. Now, one of the reports that I've read, I'm just paraphrasing here. What I'm saying is not verbatim, and I'm adding my own 2 cents to it as well, right? So don't get it misconstrued. Oftentimes I give my organic opinion, and there are cases wherein what I deliver is from the media outlets, and then I will give you guys my 2 cents. I know that many of you guys understand what I'm talking about, but in this report, what they're suggesting is that Ye is coming up with this major business deal, his business plan, and he wants to ensure that Bianca Censori gets $15 million from this, right? Now, he believes that if he can give his wife this $15 million, she's going to come back, she's going to stay, they're going to be good, they're going to have their little occasional toxic moment. However, it's not going to be anything major wherein she's going to want to leave because he's given her $15 million, right? Now, while that is a good idea, and I think that you guys, can see that this is a good idea. Let me know if you guys think it is a good one, because I think it is a good idea. However, what I believe is going to defeat this idea is Ye himself, because remember, Bianca didn't leave because Ye didn't have any money or, wasn't giving her any money, because we could see that he bought her a Porsche and he was making way, to take care of her. It seems, right? The only thing I would question is, why would he buy 2 Maybach for himself, knowing that he has a wife? Why not buy one in his wife's name so as to make her feel appreciated, and he has one in his name, so in the event she can say, I got this car, because Bianca is his wife and she was with him at his lowest peak. So I believe that when it comes to the celebratory things and the achievement things and stuff, he does the, diamond jewelry for himself. That is good. He's entitled to have those little accomplishments and those little achievements and those little, celebratory moment for himself. But I believe when he bought that 2 Maybach and both were registered into his name, I believe that is selfish of him. Now, as I was saying, the $15 million, it's a good deal, but Ye is going to defeat the purpose of this $15 million. Let me explain why I'm saying this. He has to remember that she didn't leave because of money, based on what we can see from the outside looking in. She left because of his refusal to get help. So, as such, the $15 million may bring her back, yes, but is the $15 million gonna, be that thing that forces her to stay? Listen, I don't think that any amount of money can, force an individual to stay in a relationship. While they may very well endure for a period, after that period, it's going to become overbearing. It's going to become too much. And they're going to start realizing that there's only one true love, and that's the self-love that they can give themselves. So while the $15 million may very well bring back Bianca Censori, I believe that she's going to leave, not because of the $15 million, but because of Ye himself. Because no one wants to leave anyone when they're sick and not in the best of their health. But if you see that the individual is physically capable to take care of himself, but mentally there's some kind of challenge there. And when it comes to that mental challenge, behind the scenes, he may shout at her, he may get aggressive with her. I'm not going to say he put his hands on her, because I really don't know if he does, even though he basically said on the internet that they were Diddy and Cassie. And when you hear about Diddy and a woman, we hear about high abuse in terms of, physical, drug, the list goes on. So when he says, they're like Diddy and Cassie, I don't know to what level he's talking about. But what I'm saying is, she did not leave because of money. She left because of his refusal to get help for his mental health. And while we can say, you may say it's MK Ultra, I may say it's MK Ultra, which looks like bipolar, we can say whatever it is, there has to be some kind of a remedy. And the mere fact that he's not getting help, it is not a good thing because he has to realize and accept that the money is not the problem here. The problem is him, Ye. If Ye could just be decent and at least meet his wife halfway. Yes, I'm going to get help, but I'm going to do some acupuncture. I'm going to do some Chinese medicine. I'm going to do some meditation. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat clean, and I'm going to have a plan in place. So as if anything should get worse, these are my instructions. Get a lawyer, get some doctors, and sign off on your instructions in case you should become unwell to the point where you're refusing medical help. I believe that if he does something like that and has something like that in place, at that point in time, his wife will be encouraged to come back to him. And not only come back to him, I believe that she will be encouraged to stay with him, work with him even through the most challenging moments, because remember, he has a plan in place. Should in case things get worse, this is what he wishes to carry out. These are the doctors that should carry out this. And listen, not because I'm saying doctors, it doesn't mean that I'm talking about doctors in LA. It could be doctors outside of the United States. His instruction could be, okay, I would like Kim Kardashian to get me on a private flight to Tokyo, Japan. Upon arrival in Tokyo, I should be escorted by XYZ security company, and this person should be there to monitor what is going on with me, including my first child and one or two bodyguard, because you can literally have those things in place. He can have those things streamlined so as to ensure that if he gets to the point where he's refusing to get medical attention, he has a plan in place and he has people in place to carry out those instructions. And those instructions are carried out outside the United States. So as such, I believe that even if he has something like that in place and Bianca goes back and there are challenging moments, you know what is going to happen? That woman is going to feel encouraged to stick around and work with him through the challenging times, because you know what? He's fighting for himself. He has a plan in place for in case, or the worst case scenario, just in case. So once she sees that he's doing everything and he's fighting like hell for his health, she's going to want to come back and she's going to want to stay and she's going to want to work with him through the challenging times. But if he stays like this and consistently say, bitch, run off with my Maybach, come back, Bianca, where Diddy and Cassie, I'm going to give you $15 million. She may come back because I'm not going to say she doesn't love him. I believe that she does care about him. I don't know if it's love, but I do know that she does care about him. So there has to be some amount of love and respect. But the thing is, when she gets that $15 million, when she comes back, if there's nothing in place and if Ye hasn't improved with his mental health, she's not going to want to stay. She's going to realize that no amount of money is worth her peace and her freedom, also possibly her life, because we really don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And he's saying Diddy and Cassie, we really don't know to what degree he means. So I'm just saying, it's a good idea, but what does Kanye intend to do for Kanye beside that $15 million to ensure that Bianca stays with him and not run off again? Because no one is going to want to sit down and watch a sinking ship. Bianca is not going to want to sit down and watch him deteriorate and be the worst version of himself, knowing that he can get help. No one is going to do that unless she did not mean him well from the get-go. And we know that things may not be perfect, but this woman, I do believe that she definitely cares about this man. But it's just that this man needs to care about himself and care about his wife's feelings and his kids' feelings also at the same time. That's just my 2 cents. But anywho, guys, I want to hear from you though. What's your take into this? While you're at it, remember, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.